So yeah, the first fight I'm going to predict is Pennington versus Holm. Now, Holm, in the last fight, got knocked out into oblivion by Amanda Nunes. Personally, I really, really think she needs to retire. Obviously, she went the distance with Cyborg. I think she got beat by Jermaine, I think. Durandamy. I can't really remember though. Yeah, it was Durandamy. But thing is, in that fight, Durandamy did hit her a few times after the bell. I'm pretty sure, like for 2 rounds, she hit her after the bell. And yeah, I feel like after the Holly Holm win though, she just sort of took her foot off the gas a bit. She was given some bad style matchups though, like Misha Tate. She couldn't really cope with the grappling from her. Um, you know, Cyborg as well, really good. Amanda Nunes knocked her out. I just feel like Holly Holm's a bit past it. Pennington did go 5 rounds with Nunes. She got knocked out in the fifth, but still, she went 5 rounds and she took her down and had her inside control at the end of round two. So I just feel like Pennington can do it. I feel a lot. The first fight was really close. I feel like this fight will also be close, and I feel like it'll go to Pennington. Next fight I'll be predicting will be Jake Matthews versus Rostem Akman. Can't really pronounce it that well because I tried watching his UFC fight on a Fight Pass, but it wouldn't work, so I just watched some. I think they were just amateur bouts because they had leg pads on and there wasn't any commentary, but it had UFC on the ring, like it was a UFC octagon. So I don't really know what to make of that, but Rostem, he seems alright, He seems like he's got okay striking, decent grappling. He's won all of his fights apart from his UFC debut, which is understandable. I mean, he was going from fighting on those type of shows to getting catapulted to the UFC. So it's understandable, but he's quite good. So you've got him versus Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews, he's a bit, he's decent, he's good, I guess, I know he's lost quite a few. I mean, he even lost to James Vick. I'm not knocking Vick or anything, but if you're losing to him, you're not really top caliber material. But I feel like Matthews will, Rostem, I don't think he's got near enough experience yet. I know in his first, well, I didn't even, like I say, Fight Pass wasn't working properly, so I didn't get to look at his fight. But if he's losing a unanimous decision against whoever that guy was, I feel like it'll be a split decision against Jake Matthews because obviously Rostem's grappling's really good. I know Jake Matthews' grappling's alright, but he has a tendency to get submitted sometimes. So I think it'll just be a close split decision though to Jake Matthews. I think Matthews will be able to get it done. Next fight is Dan Hooker versus Ally Quinter. Two very tough guys, two pretty good guys to be honest. They both got a lot of heart. Both fought some decent people. Al's beat Kevin Lee twice. He had a really close fight with Masvidal, which personally think Masvidal won, but there you go. That fight against that fight against Cowboy was just like, geez, Al really has a lot of heart, and his Khabib fight as well. I think he was meant to fight someone else, but it was on like 1 day's notice, and he bloody missed weight. He knocked out Diego Sanchez as well. Knocked out Ross Pearson. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I mean, he's been beat by Chiesa, but Chiesa's such a big lightweight. But in the long run, that ruined Chiesa. But enough about him. On to Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker is powerful. He's vicious. He did knock out James Vick. So I mean, knocked him out cold. So that was pretty good. And against Barboza, for him to take those body kicks, he's just like, he took so many of them. Not many people keep coming forward and just keep coming and coming, He's just a beast at the end of the day. Submitting Mark DeKaisi, knocked out Jim Miller, knocked out Ross Pearson. He did get beat by Yair Rodriguez, but I think that was must have been featherweight because I don't think Yair's ever been a lightweight. So I think he was at featherweight, but that's just, come on. Dan Hooker's like bloody 6'1" or 6 foot. You don't want to be 6 foot and cutting down to 145. It's madness, So yeah, problem with Dan Hooker, it seems that he likes to get in the pocket a bit and likes to make it a really tough fight. And I just feel like if you're going to do that against another tough guy like Al, Al's got the big right hand. He's just a beast. I feel like Al will be able to knock out Dan Hooker, and that'll be that really two guys. Great fight, because usually when these good matchups happen, the fight isn't so great, but these guys are definitely going to deliver. So now on to the main event: Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. This fight is just going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait. Adesanya, he's just a beast. He's had like a million kickboxing fights. He's, won like quite a few titles in kickboxing, I'm pretty sure. And he's done quite well in the UFC. Not only has he got a ridiculous amount of skill, he's got a load of heart as well. And since his first fight, when he was getting taken down, he's really, really improved. I think it might have been in the Brad Tavares fight. He got taken down once or twice. He still beat Brad Tavares, or it might have been the fight before. But yeah, he's even had a few boxing fights as well, which is pretty cool, So as I say, we all know his stand-up's just absolutely amazing. And he had that cool fight with Anderson Silva. And I know Anderson Silva's passed it, but it was still a cool fight. It was sort of a passing of the torch. I think it was his second fight in the UFC against I can't remember, but I remember it being a split decision. Marvin Veritori, I think. Don't know. I think he got taken down in that one. But yeah, in the Calvin Gastelum fight, Gastelum was going for the takedowns, and Israel was able to defend most of them. And he's got some decent jiu-jitsu, because off of his back, I think he tried to get Calvin in a triangle, and Calvin just got out of it quite easily. But still, he's not like some of these stand-up people who have absolutely no jiu-jitsu. He's half decent, So yeah, and he took quite a few shots from Gastelum as well, so it shows he has got a lot of heart. But on to Whittaker. Now, with Robert Whittaker, he's just such a beast. He's got so much heart. He's done this for so long, and he's beaten a lot of amazing people. That first Yoel Romero fight was like, whoa. How does he do it? How does he take on some of these amazing people? And people forget he used to be a welterweight, Robert Whittaker, and he's only 28 years old as well, and he's the champ, He's just an absolute beast. I mean, the only person who beat him was bloody Stephen Thompson, I'm pretty sure, but yeah. He's just taken on so many people, Robert Whittaker has. I think a few other people beat Whittaker, but I just can't remember the other ones. But yeah, Whittaker, he knocked out Souza quite easily, knocked out Derek Brunson quite easily. Got a decision over Uriah Hall, I remember. But that second Romero fight, I think Romero won personally. But it's just one of them, isn't it? It really is just one of them. Romero missed my way. I personally would give it a draw. It just shows Whittaker's got a lot of heart. So personally, I think Israel will be doing well for a couple of rounds, but I think Whittaker will just pressure him, and he'll be able to get a takedown on him. Because Whittaker's wrestling's quite solid. But yeah, I feel like Whittaker will be able to beat him. Whittaker's gone through too much, to keep the title. He's not going to let Israel beat him. I know Israel's beat Gastelum, which was good, but he got hit quite a bit by Gastelum. And I know Gastelum's powerful, but he'll probably get hit a lot by Whittaker at some point in the fight. So yeah, those are my predictions. Thanks for watching.